Mali yung mga sinasabi po ng mga DDS influencers na dapat niya tinututukan yung krisis. Tinututukan po. Kahit may impeachment complaint laban kay Sara, hindi nila pinapabayaan yung kanilang mga obligasyon bilang mga legislators. Hello po mga kababayan, si Dante Maravillas. Habang ang kampo ng mga Duterte mga kababayan, todo sa paninira sa Marcos administration at todo pakalat ng fake news ng mga DDS tungkol sa kalusugan ng ating Pangulo, yung Congress, habang hindi pinapabayaan po yung kanilang mandato sa impeachment complaint laban kay Sara Duterte, tuloy pa rin sila sa iba pa nilang mga trabaho bilang mga legislators para i-address yung krisis sa ating bansa. Ngayon ang mga latest ngayon, House leaders post measure for automatic aid during fuel crisis. Yan ang balita ngayon 1 hour ago. House Speaker Faustino D. and House Majority Leader Sandro Marcos have jointly filed a measure seeking to institutionalize a national protection system that will ensure Filipinos are not left to bear the full burden of another fuel-driven crisis. Mali yung mga sinasabi po ng mga DDS influencers na dapat niya tinututukan yung krisis. Tinututukan po. Kahit may impeachment complaint laban kay Sara, hindi nila pinapabayaan yung kanilang mga obligasyon bilang mga legislators. Sandro Marcos 6 bank fee waivers amid Middle East crisis. Nag-file siya ng bill. Natanggalin na yung banking fees considering that several Filipinos rely on cashless transaction while they adjust to 4-day work week or work from home schemes. Marcos said that interbank withdrawal fees from automated teller machines or ATMs are currently at 18 pesos, while online transfer charges can reach up to 25 pesos per transaction. So pinapatanggal na niya yan. Yan ang mga bright legislation po. Solusyon ang ginagawa ng Congress mga kababayan. Ito si Martin Romualdez. House poses wider dental care access for Filipinos. Kita ninyo, may balance po. Later, Representative Ferdinand Martin Romualdez and 3 other lawmakers are seeking to institutionalize a national health program aimed at integrating dental care into the country's primary health system and expanding access to essential services, especially for underserved Filipinos. House Bill number 4691, authored by Romualdez and Representative Yeda Marie Romualdez, Andro Julian Romualdez, and Jude Asidre ng Tingog Party List, underscored the need to treat oral health as a core component of overall well-being. Hindi dapat ituring na hiwalay ang kalusugan ng ngipin. Ito ay bahagi ng kabuuang kalusugan ng bawat Pilipino. Sa panukalang ito, sisiguraduhin nating ang serbisyong dental ay abot kaya, accessible at hindi pribilehiyo, kundi karapatan, lalo na para sa mga bata, buntis at senior citizens, sabi po ni Martin Romualdez. Kapag pinabayaan ang oral health, lumalaki ang gastos at problema sa pamilya. Layunin ng panukalang ito na gawing bahagi ng pangunahing serbisyong pangkalusugan ang dental care upang mapagaan ang gastusin at mapabuti ang kalidad at buhay ng bawat Pilipino. Hindi totoo po na puro impeachment yung inaatupag ng Congress. Basag na naman niyo, Mr. Maravillas, yung mga propaganda ng mga DDS. Basag na basag po. Puro kasinungalingan ang pinagpakalat nila. The bill further emphasizes the need for stronger public investment and preventive care, stating that the government must adopt responsive and efficient policies in oral disease prevention and promotion by scaling up essential programs and increasing investments to make oral health treatment and care more equitable and affordable for all, especially for the underprivileged, poor and marginalized Filipinos. Di ba, mga kababayan, napakagaling ng mga members ng Congress. Malayo po yung mga senador sa quality ng legislation, mga kaisipan po. Tama? Karamihan sa mga senador, puro lang po grandstanding. Lalo yung mga Duterte senators. Puro digong. Bring him home. Di ba? Ito pa. Free Legal Aid Pact with IBP brings justice with reach of elderly Filipinos, sabi dito sa balita. Senior Citizens Party List Representative Rodolfo Ongpong Ordanes on Saturday unveiled a nationwide free legal assistance program para naman sa mga elderly Filipinos, saying the initiative brings justice directly to senior citizens, especially those victimized by scams, abuse, and exploitation. The program, in partnership with Integrated Bar of the Philippines, will provide lawyers to indigent Filipinos aged 60 and above who need help asserting rights and seeking redress. Ilalapit po natin ang hustisya sa mga senior citizens. Hindi po ang senior citizens ang maghanap ng hustisya para sa kanila, sabi ni Ordanes. Di ba mga kababayan? May balance po. Lahat ng sektor ina-address ng mga members ng Congress. Kanya-kanya sila ng mga proposals na sinusulong, mga legislations at programa na pinapakinabangan ng mga tao, ng mga mamamayang Filipino, lalo na yung mga mahihirap. Ito yung sa issue, mga kababayan ng petroleum. Sabi dito, Chair Kimbo, oil deregulation good, but failing without real competition. Oil deregulation remains sound policy, but is falling short due to weak competition, sabi po ni Marikina Representative Myro Kimbo. As rising pump prices driven by tensions in the Middle East expose gaps in the country's fuel pricing system. Kimbo, chair of the House Committee on Ways and Means and presiding officer of the House Mega Committee responding to the energy crisis, said calls to repeal the regulation are misplaced despite the current price surge. Madalas pinag-usapan yung oil deregulation na kailangan mo siyang i-repeal. Ako na magsasabi na the situation today could have been worse had we not passed the oil deregulation law in the late 90s, sabi po ni Kimbo sa News Forum sa Quezon City. Kung tayo ay very highly regulated today, mas dadapa ang ekonomiya. Mas malaking buta sa bulsa ng gobyerno ang mangyayari para natin i-sustain ito, sabi po niya. So, oil deregulation per se is good, but may mga panukalang siya na nagising tayo dito na now we realize that really is, it presupposes for it to work that there should be actual or real competition, sabi po niya. On the supply side, okay tayo. Pero on the price side, parang hindi tayo nagtatagumpay because pari-pariho yung presyo sabi po niya. Oil companies have been invited to attend the House hearing on Monday, bukas po, where lawmakers aim to determine what is driving the uniform pricing behavior and whether competition is truly working in the market. Kimbo said the government must ensure that all competition safeguards are working, particularly oversight by the DOE, the Energy Regulatory Commission at saka ng Philippine Competition Commission. So over the next week is we need to be able to make sure that levers of government, yung lahat ng kasangkapan ng gobyerno na nagsisigurong may competition ay gumagana. And that's the DOE, ERC, especially the PCC, sabi po niya. So hindi po nagpapabaya sa pag-address ng mga problema sa energy crisis yung ating mga members ng Congress. Pinag-aaralan nila. Hindi pwede yung ura-urada lang at yung basta may masabi lang. Tulad ni Sara nang tanungin mga kababayan tungkol sa kung paano ibababa yung presyo ng petroleum. Bababa lang anya yan kung matitigil yung yung gira. Yun naman pala eh. Ituloy yung gira, dituloy yung krisis sa petroleum. Ibig sabihin niya, wala man siyang solusyon. Ang ibig sabihin lang noon, nag-fail po yung yung pag-uusap ng Amerika at saka Iran. No deal. Mamaya ibigay ko sa inyo yung latest sa balita sa pag-uusap sa Islamabad. Hindi man nag-usap talaga. Umuwi na walang deal si J.D. Vance, Vice President ng Amerika. So sabi ni Kimbo, he stressed that it is the government's role to ensure a fair balance between business and public interest. Papel ng gobyerno na itemper ito, siguraduhin na kumikita ka pero hindi naman at the expense ng ating mga mamamayan. Paliwanag ni Kimbo. He backed the government's move to require oil companies to break down or unbundle their fuel prices, saying the policy could bring down pump prices by forcing real competition in the market. Malakas ang aming paniwala na they should be able to bring down the price of gas, sabi po ni Kimbo. The Department of Energy recently ordered oil firms to unbundle their pump prices and submit detailed breakdowns of the cost components including imports cost, taxes, margins, and other charges to the Oil Industry Management Bureau. Kimbo said the policy would allow regulators to closely examine pricing behavior, particularly why oil firms move prices in near identical patterns. Finally, nagbaba ng kautusan para i-bundle yung presyo para makita talaga natin ano ba yung dahilan kung bakit sabay-sabay silang nagtataas, pare-pareho ang presyo to the last decimal point ng sintabo. Pahayag mga kababayan ni Kimbo. Kimbo said, unbundling would expose inefficiencies and prevent companies from hiding behind the opaque pricing structure, pushing them to compete more aggressively. Not only are we going to unravel kung paano sila nagpa-price, but more importantly, magbabakbakan na talaga sila sa presyo kapag hindi na sila pwedeng magtago. Right now, nakakapagtago, nagpo-promote siya ng potential sabuatan, sabi po ni Kimbo. So lahat po pinag-aaralan ng mabuti para tama yung mga aksyon, mga solusyon na ginagawa. Hindi yung puro lang daldal, basta may masabi lang. Nakita ninyo, ang Congress nagtatrabaho ng matino. Ito good news mula sa Department of Energy, sabi ni Sharon Garin, rollback na. These are the DOE estimates for the price rollback starting Tuesday, April 14. Is based on the average of the last 5 days international prices and comparing that to the average of the previous week. Although not all gas stations have the same pump prices, the minimum rollback or bawas presyo on Tuesday should be, ito po, mga kababayan, pinakita niya, diesel 20 pesos and 89 centavos, gasoline 4.43, kerosene ang bawas 8.50. So malaki-laki mga kababayan. Ito pa magandang balita, report ng Philippine Star, over 300,000 barrels of diesel arrive as government boost fuel stockpile. Nagtatrabaho ang gobyerno po para sufficient yung supply. Yan ang sabi ng Department of Energy po kahapon. Kaya wala tayong dapat ipag-alala kasi we have competent leaders, we have competent officials sa Marcos administration po. Hindi po yung aanga-anga basta lang may masabi. Iyakan na naman na Mr. Maravilla sa mga DDS kasi hindi makaupo si Sara. Ma-impeach. Di ba? Sukul na si Sara. Ito yung balita kanina. Iran state media says talks failed over US unreasonable demands. No deal po. So tuloy ang gira, mga kababayan. Sabi ni US President Donald Trump, He was not bothered about the outcome of US-Iran talks in Pakistan, insisting the United States had come out ahead from the war. Ito yung press ko ni US Vice President J.B. Vance.
Prime Minister of Pakistan and to Field Marshal Munir, who were both incredible hosts. And whatever shortcomings in the negotiation, it wasn't because of the Pakistanis, who did an amazing job and really tried to help us and the Iranians bridge the gap and get to a deal. We've been at it now for 21 hours, and we've had a number of substantive discussions with the Iranians. That's the good news. The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement, and I think that's bad news for Iran much more than it's bad news for the United States of America. So we go back to the United States having not come to an agreement. We've made very clear what our red lines are, what things we're willing to accommodate them on, and what things we're not willing to accommodate them on. And we've made that as clear as we possibly could, and they have chosen not to accept our terms.
So tuloy ang paglusob ng Amerika in Israel, mga kababayan, at yung banta ni Trump sa Iran. So tuloy din ang krisis, mga kababayan, sa petroleum. So kailangan lang magtulong-tulong tayo, mga kababayan, para yung impact sa atin ng petroleum crisis hindi masyado grabe. Okay po. At yung ating gobyerno gumagawa naman po ng mga aksyon. Nakikita naman po ninyo yung mga actions na ginagawa. Okay pa, ayan man lang yung ating short video. Ako po si Dante Maravillas. Bye-bye. God bless.